By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what kind of content to post on each stage of the buyer journey to attract, nurture, and convert leads inside your info business. If your content isn't converting, it's probably because you're posting the right thing at the wrong time. Let's break down cold content versus warm content, when to use each and how to use them together to scale your coaching offer. First, I got a nice little screenshot, cold content versus warm content, right? And then we got the audience ladder, all right? So there's going to be 4 different stages that your customer is at. The first is unaware. They don't know they have a problem, so they ignore anything that sounds like a solution. And then we got problem aware and solution aware. These are supposed to be flipped. It's supposed to be problem aware first. So problem aware, they know something's wrong, but they don't know how to fix it yet. Then solution aware, they're actively looking for solutions, but haven't decided which one to trust. And then they're ready to buy. They've picked their solution. Now they just need a reason to say yes to you. So to even attract any viewer in the first place, you first have to make top of funnel content, aka cold content. Cold content is designed to grab attention. It's for people who've never seen you before. Think of it like a first handshake. You're not selling anything yet. You're sparking curiosity, building familiarity, and standing out from the noise. Some examples of this is entertaining reels, viral talking points, polarizing opinions, educational hooks without deep explanation, day in the life or lifestyle behind the scenes. And the purpose of this content is to build awareness, grow your audience, and spark followers and engagement. And so once you have got these viewers' attention and you've earned their follow, now you need to turn them into warm leads, and you do that through warm content, which is like here. Warm content is for people who already know who you are, but they haven't bought yet. They're curious, they're watching. Now it's your job to nurture that curiosity into belief. This is where depth matters. Some examples of this is testimonies and case studies, personal story of transformation, teaching frameworks or beliefs. This is why you're stuck content, screenshots of client wins, objection handling stories. And the purpose of this is to build trust, move people closer to the sale, establish you as the only option. And then this is a chat GPT image of before. Sorry. Oh, I shouldn't laugh at that, but that's funny as fuck. Next is getting into why most info creators confuse the two. A lot of creators are pumping out cold content expecting it to convert warm leads. That's just not going to happen. And so the common mistakes are only posting reels, no proof, only storytelling, no new eyeballs, pitching too early in the journey, no structure to move cold to warm. And then again, you got an angry coach saying, "Nobody buying from me. Why?" The fuck is wrong with me? And so now let's break down each part of the funnel through this little diagram that I have here. Here's a simple framework I use with clients to structure their content from top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel. So for top of funnel, the purpose is to reach new people, and the way that that content would look like is new hooks, controversy, virality, and trends. Then you got the middle of funnel. The purpose here is to build trust, and you do that through frameworks, proof, showing your process, your mindset, showing FAQs. And then lastly, at the bottom of funnel, the purpose here is to get them to take action, and you do that through case studies, hard objections, time-sensitive call to actions, and an offer deep dive. And then here you got a diagram, top of funnel, middle of funnel, bottom of funnel. That's the journey they take. And so you may be wondering, cool, now I know what type of funnel I need to post, but what kind of schedule or how do I actually go about posting this type of content? Which is why I've made this little sample weekly planner that you can follow. So let me just break it down for you real quick. Monday, you got a top of funnel reel. Tuesday, you got a middle funnel carousel. Wednesday, you got a middle funnel story. Thursday, you got a bottom of funnel post. Friday, you got top of funnel content again. And then the weekend, you can do Q&A or objection handling in stories. And then here's a pro tip: recycle and reframe content. Every cold post that does well, retarget it in a warm format later on. And here's a simple mindset frame that you need to follow when you are making this type of content. You do not need hundreds of pieces of content. You need the right few at the right temperature. When someone sees a cold post, they follow you and they see a warm story, they start to trust you. That's the shift and that's the magic. And here's a little screenshot below of someone being like, been following you, ready to work together. And so if you're still randomly posting without a strategy, you're not just leaving money on the table, you're leaving people confused about what you actually do. Now, if you want me to look over your content and your offer and show you how to structure it across cold, warm, and hot touch points, I've got something for you. Click the link below to book a free call. I'll audit your info business, map out your buyer journey, and give you a custom content game plan to help you scale. No fluff, just the real strategy I use with my own private clients. If you feel like you've learned something from watching this video, please leave a like, leave a comment, possibly subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.